Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and amazing, spectacular, wondrous Propagandacast from your host and Pearl Dane, the one only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland, the only sanctioned source of comedy to entertainment, of here to a 1v1 owner. Kholodny Ferma, for some reason I want to call that Kharkov, but that's definitely not it. In the west here, it's angry Dutchman fighting for that army, the Soviet Union, Commandant Stalin, taking on the role here of the glorious 10th Mechanized Corps with counterattack, guard rifle, and airborne troops with double infantry. Well, infantry mine entertainment, by the way, worth noting, all production for slightly faster production. The anti-tank guns really get the big boost. Best leads to this Clausewitz, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, rolling out here with the. Oh, let's just go with 23rd Panzer Division here with strategic reserves, German infantry, and spearhead. With double infantry and Panzer bullets, they're going to the MD-42 start versus double constant for angry Dutchman straight into airborne troops, featuring S-50-40s, well, airdrop weapons, which technically give submachine to the penal troopers, but no one ever uses that. Dishkas, airborne rally points, which no one ever really uses either, guards airborne troops, and the Sturmovik rocket run. And of course, again, this basically gives them better timings than pretty much most of the crucial elements. Also, a big hearty thanks to my paid supporters who keep me in the business, supporting me month after month, year after year. So a big thanks to them. 2 thumbs up there. And of course, you can join the ranks as well by clicking on Patreon, or you can donate. Links are in the description. I'll let you know, comment, like, share, subscribe. Press the bell button. We got Clausewitz here with strategic research, featuring the assault grenadiers, though interesting enough, not going for them. At least not right way. Panzer Formal Yays, breakthrough packages, mobile observation posts, and the Tiger Race. In the north, Grenadiers catching the engineers, they're quickly being back bit off. They part way up here. In the south, we got Clausewitz moving forward with the Pioneers and the MD-42 crew. Grenadiers squad number 2 sitting out there for Clausewitz. Up north, Grenadiers setting out there for the glory of Deutschland. In the south, stout socialist defenders seize the southern victory point here, ready to keep it out of fascist hands. Southern missions point, they're being seized. Grenadiers moving in, they come to catch up on them. Do a bit of damage there, bit of shooting. Machine gun Pioneer forming up here. Clearly, Clausewitz is a bit concerned while behind, waiting around the corner. Up north, here, and this was the conscript trying to get out the point, but angry Dutchman's Throntevics, I have none of that. Meanwhile, Clausewitz calling in more Grenadiers here to see off the Marxist-Leninist threat. In the centre, we got Grenadiers with the Engineers conscript moving in there. A lot of action across the place, and it is worth noting Clausewitz is kind of extended, not really having any focus points, which is a bit dangerous to the Wehrmacht. So, if he'd gone for strategic, well, the assault grenadiers, I could probably understand this kind of opening a bit more, since the assault grenadiers can make this sort of thing work. Plus, they got better aggressive timings. But with grenadiers, I feel like here Clausewitz might be biting off more than he can chew. In the south end, you've also been hit with the Pioneer support with the conscripts there. Down the centre, grenadiers with the conscripts there as well, skirmishing there. Up north, grenadiers moving in. Far up north, Grenadiers still losing out to the conscripts. In the south here, Pioneers in for dealing with the conscripts, slowly beating them out. Clashing in there, dealing with them up close. Pioneers doing what they can. M42 firing down there, some hot German lead at those bastards, showing no mercy. Coming from the other side, machines trying to catch them up north here. Grenadiers flanking in there, kind of squat far up north, almost wiped. And there you got weapons being dropped in there for angry Dutchman's angry infantrymen. Back in Clausewitz base, we do have some take-up there. Very good. No take-up yet for angry Dutchman. Of course, going to release partly him, possibly on the discus for now. Machine repositioning. Not pursuing with the conscripts does give Clausewitz more time to get the machine in position. But as all this is happening, angry Dutchman unleashes his sneaky second maneuver and goes for the cut-off point there, heading Clausewitz resource flow. But Clausewitz does the same to angry Dutchman. Both sides cutting off the fuel supply, denying them access to the precious fluids. We got there the medic station up there for Clausewitz, back in angry Dutchman. We do have medics up there to tend to his angry infantry. Far up north, going to walk around the point there, around the centre point, which by the way means we got that. He doesn't need the carve point as bad, as long as he's got the munitions point there as well, but we shall see. Grenadiers squad probably should retreat soon though. Bit risk, bringing the carve point here. Grenadiers moving out there for Clausewitz. So tech done, medic bunker up, and of course no assault grenadiers. I would say in particular on a map like Kholodny Ferma, it's a bit strange not to go for the assault grenadiers, since I imagine they are quite decent on a map like this. But obviously even then, like the rest of the doctrine with the Panzer Mortier is still quite good. But yeah, at least one assault grenadier squad I think would be a nice mix here for Clausewitz. Can't hold one of the grenadiers, need to retreat those. Grenadier squad, they're retreating as well. Almost got the cuff one back, like to make a nice company out there for Clausewitz. And for Deutschland. Angry Dutchman's constantly ahead there, most of their guns clenched in their hands, ready to unleash socialist led and anyone looking suspiciously not socialist. Yeah, the like to mechanized company almost done. They're going to be reinforcing. No upgrades for them as of yet. There's taking loss there in camping years. More infantry flooding into the centre to stop any advance there from Clausewitz and the 23rd Panzer Division. Support company going up there for Angry Dutchman. Probably going to see an armoured car here for Clausewitz. The 250.5 tech, I would say, would also be a good pick here for them. I mean, again, they just like it, since it's quite good for like some mechanized infantry players and can support you on the front line, which I find to be quite good as the Wehrmacht. So a small consideration there. Engineers managed to wind themselves stuck. Well, what do we have here, Dimitri? Trust me, Sergei, I won't wire stuck, please. Just once, and then you get us both stuck. In fact, you got Dyatlov and Vasily stuck with a barbed wire too, you absolute idiot. We're gonna likely die like this. I never should have listened to Mother, should I? No. I should have just shot you when I had the chance and then just gone to a gulag instead. At least I wouldn't die stuck wired to a truck. I'm sorry. Well, say you're sorry to the Germans. I'm a car rushing ahead here and... Oh. That's very sportsmanlike of him. That's very sportsmanlike of him. 2 thumbs up to Clausewitz. Up north, Gunitska pushing the northern victory point there.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Field gun on the way there for Angry Dutchman. Panzer on the way there for Clausewitz. With their Sturmgewehrs 44. Grab the southern eastern point there. More weapons being dropped in there for Angry Dutchman. Punish some flamethrowers. Mine stuck there. Ooh, and go ahead and mine. Punish down to 2-man now. Frontal routed. Armor comes doing some contra there. Dug in on the car point there. It's going to be tougher there for Clausewitz to dig out without some hero support because, of course, there's not really like any great positions here to deal with them without to expose themselves to the open terrain themselves. Up north, Clausewitz men are finally move here for Deutschland. We're not seeing any grenadiers being upgraded. The light machine guns, we got the Panzer grenadier on the way, and send for Clausewitz and some mines in there could be a very good addition here. This is Angry Dutchman. The 2-2 pushing back the Frontovix with well-aimed fire. Ground the non-nations. Far up north, going to be the point here. Basically seizing the entire north here for Angry Dutchman. He moves towards the centre for another push there. We got the field gun ready, and while he has dropped the guns, he doesn't seem to be picking up, or they got dropped in a place you can't see them. Careful with. Did anyone see a crate of weapons drop? Yet? Yes. Sick of out. Commodore Selden's gonna have my head for that one. Panzer pushing forward to back up at MU-42 there, which is veteran 1. If it wasn't for the field gun being too close, I might suggest popping in sending up around here, since it's a very good ability. Disc on the way there for Angry Dutchman. Hopefully he can actually find that one. It doesn't leave then one behind in the woods as well. Oh, looks like they found it. It's over here, comrades! Oh, thank God. I mean, thank Lenin. Almost got the conscript there with the Panzer Grenadier in the south here. We got the point being seized. Far up north here, we got the Grenadiers in the northern field point. Back hitch reinforcing here and kind of grab the disc and turn against Clausewitz anytime. Now we got more pioneers for Clausewitz, probably for some minesweepers, since no minesweepers against the Soviets tend to be what you call a fairly bad idea, unless you're up against a terrible Soviet player, which happens. But, on average, you should not assume that your opponent's terrible. Far south, they're going to grab the southern victory point. We got 460 versus 465, fairly close in terms of victory points. Fairly close. Angry Dutchman leads the assault with the conscript equipped with the mix of bolt action and semi-automatic, backed up with this 3 additional field gun. When he's holding up here, still worth noting, we're not seeing any grenadiers being upgraded. Are we seeing mines at least? Or are we just seeing minesweepers? As for Clausewitz, of course, taking up fast would be the best idea. Rushing out the Panzer IV Model J is probably his strategy here. If they're caught, could pop a bomb grenade through the window and give them quite the headache. Then quite the bait, in which case we've got throwing at the front side there. In particular, up against a heavy machine crew, they can't get out fast anyway, so you've been all popping at the broadside. Probably done a lot of damaging and some kills. Setting's going to shoot the Panthers since they're going to lose out to the heavy machine gun at that range. North the armor cutting with the conscripts, northern field point being held by the Grenadiers, but without serious firepower support, they got no snowballs chance. Haven't got a snowballs chance in hell there. Pioneers moving up towards the center, heavy machine being pushed out with the rattle of the flamethrower. Panzer got a single kill there. We got the armor car rushing forwards. So far, Clausewitz got excellent map control here versus Angry Dutch, but no sign of tech there. And some of the Angry Dutchman's yet to push for any armor himself. But certainly for Clausewitz, there we go. Got the tech going up. Thumbs up. Fielder hurrying up there, continuing with the Pioneer. Could see some bombardment here. Perhaps he wants to get a bit extra excessively aggressive. And continually, Clausewitz just really displaying some good map control versus Angry Dutchman. Angry Dutchman's really struggling with resources. He's finally taking up there. May rush out, or rush out. At this point, it'd be less of a rush and more of a waddle. But, you know, push out a T-70 here versus Clausewitz. We could just try and push ahead for T-34s and 6s, which may at this juncture be the better choice. So I'm going to go for more field guns, though. Since I imagine at this point, Angry Dutchman's fairly aware that he's going to be on the receiving end of a tank before he gets out anything. Far South Indians going for the victory point there. Pioneers need to retreat soon before they get exterminated here by Angry Dutchman. Far up north, they're trying to pressure the fuel point there. Not wildly successful in that endeavour. And tech down there for Clausewitz. He does go for the T-7 light tank here. Angry Dutchman does believe in the power of the Soviet light tank. I'm coming in there, but oh, Pioneer wipe there. That sucks a bit there for Clausewitz. He does, of course, have the other Pioneer squad, so it's not terrible, but on the other hand, those were the Minesfield Pioneers. That actually kind of sucks. Ground northern victory point, northern mission. The south, the armor car going straight from the Nears. The ultra cannon rattling off hot death against the Nears. And Pioneers to build the support armor core. And then again, we will likely see the Panzer IV Model J with its increased armor, but also crucially, its increased accuracy. Also, the extra resources, and then most importantly, of course, on top of that, it also then has a better Veteran 2 bonus since when it starts out the armor, it gets more accuracy for T2. So it's actually just fairly good overall for a slight cost increase compared to the regular Panzer IV. Like 15 more fuel and I think 30 more manpower. You basically get a bunch more armor and a bunch more action. Like the only sort of downgrade there is basically speed, which is slightly slower. So there you go, T-7 roaming about here for Angry Dutchman. Worth noting though, Clausewitz is now to tank weapons. On the other hand, he's not far away from the Panzer IV Model J, so if he's got a sufficiently metallic set of testicles, he might be able to, shall I say, pull it off. Particularly if he'd actually remember to lay down some mines here and there, some crucial points. Going for the car point, Panzer need to retreat out, and the other is the counter with the automatics. That's a really bad place for them to be, just a waste of manpower to be quite honest. The South Africanese managed to pass past the T-70, buying some time there for Clausewitz, and definitely making the Panzer IV Model J rush here, I think, very likely to happen. Ground the car point. Comes the thing suppressed by the MD-42, internal vision going up. And we're at the conscripts. Pioneers moving ahead. Setting up here for that, being utilised against the Frontovics. A torrent of hot lead. We got the field on the way there for Angry Dutchman, number 2. And of course, with the anti-tank and production bulletin, it goes very fast. There we go, Panzer IV J in there for Clausewitz, for Deutschland. Might recommend a mortar. On a map like this, but again, your opponent's going to go for a lot of field guns. Having mortar support to be able to smoke that position is actually quite good, and particularly on a more narrow map like Kholodny Ferma. More Pioneers for Clausewitz. Bit of quiet. Troops are reinforcing healing. More Pioneers on the way for Clausewitz. Probably going to be more minesweepers, but obviously again, when you get out tanks, and particularly if you're going to get a lot of tanks, having multiple Pioneers is generally always necessary. You also got some of the Gunners being equipped with light machine guns, the MG-42. Fun fact, an actual sort of regular Grenadier squad, which is typically 8 to 10 men, depending on the period of war and how much manpower they actually had, because the typical Grenadier squad was actually most of the time actually quite understrengthened until the war went on, and 8-man was, I would say, roughly the number. Would actually only have one light machine gun unless they're particularly elite or part of the Fusiliers. Panzer Grenadiers, meanwhile, were typically actually, again, 8-man, but equipped with 2 light machine guns. The assault rifle was actually a much later thing that happened. Little fun fact there, a little fun fact. Season fact, the Panzer grenadiers up north, Panzer forming in there. Also, fun fact, as the war went on, the Soviets also experienced manpower, right? You know, so it's this, you know, sort of common assumption the Soviets never ran out on manpower, but by late 1944-45, the Soviets were actually experiencing significant manpower issues as well. And we're actually also operating a lot with under-strength units. Little fun fact there, by the way. Little fun fact. And we see some rolling head here for Angry Dutchman. Not away there, it's Clausewitz stuff. Panther forming on is basically up north. He looks like they're going aggressively here versus Angry Dutchman. Needs to be careful not to dive in too deep without any support there. Could of course have a big impact, but it's also, you know, chance to get stuck. Doesn't get anywhere and then gets destroyed here by Angry Dutchman. So not without its risks here for Clausewitz. Not without its risks. Pioneers, they're being suppressed here by the disc inside the building. Mortal for Clausewitz. What we like to see there, unless with a Soviet player. Troops reinforcing Yingling, and the South the infantry moving up, backed up the armoured car, and we do get the mine sweepers there, though apparently not spotting the mine. Oh, the armoured car's being used to deal with it. Panther 4 there remaining up north here, but there you go, on the move. Panzerkampfwagen 4, Ausführung Jod. Mortar almost done there for Clausewitz. And T-70 repairs again. Pioneer's going for the assist-feeding field gun. Panther moving forwards there. Yeah, he's going to need the mortar like to, shall we say, suppress the area here. Could also bombard it, but using smoke to prevent your opponent from being able to fire this stuff can be quite good in certain situations. You set up for a good attack with it. Mortar moving in there. Might want to get another Panzer grenadier squad as well, because Panzer grenadiers I find tend to be alongside one of the better ways of dealing with field guns, to be honest. So 2 squads of them. Also, assault grenadiers could also, I think, do Clausewitz some good here. Far up north, Panzer 1 will be hit for Clausewitz. Further up north, finishing for the point there. He's definitely looking to try and seek out a weak spot from the Angry Dutchman and then hit with the Panzer 4, it looks like. He's clearly not just looking to race it down the middle against Angry Dutchman, which is good. We got the mechanized armor company up here for Angry Dutchman inside his base. Very good. They're continuing pushing out T-34s from 6s. So I do feel like he's perhaps being a tad too passive with the Panzer. I mean, it's great he's not just throwing it away, but if it's just standing there collecting dust, it's not really doing a lot for them either. It's just, you know, basically a waste of resources. That's kind of the challenge there with tanks. You know, they're quite big investments, so you don't want to throw them away. But if they're doing nothing, well, you just got resources doing nothing, which isn't great either. And go rhyming. Bit on the sluggish side there. Plus, then heavy covers a bit of a harder time dealing with that. And probably have more success with on south. Again, backed up by some Panzer grenadier there. Modify there. Bombarding. Back here, reinforcing healing. Could actually soon go for another Panzer 4 Moldier, which is going to be a lot of firepower here for Angry Dutchman's infantry and armor for that match to contend with. That said, despite again having the tank gun, having up faster than Angry Dutchman, as you might notice, he's just not really getting anywhere with it. He's not really using to exert direct control of the map here versus Angry Dutchman for now. Partly again, probably the way with the field guns, but even then, you know, that's where infantry support becomes necessary.
The enemy is taking our territory.
But there you go. Angry Dutchman with his own medium tank, the T-34-76. 2 kills in the mortar. Pioneers being hit, looking for mines. Panther northwards. Very close to the second Panther Moldier here. Getting the conscripts, need to be careful there. Oh dear, he's got hit by the field and moving to the conscripts there. And most dangerously of all here for Clausewitz, no infantry support. This is definitely a thumbs down here for me. I don't know what happened here for Clausewitz, maybe misclick, maybe something else, but definitely incorrect handling over the Panther Moldier. Only got 2 kills, now it's going to go down here to the field gun maybe. And also worth noting, there's no infantry support either, nothing to help it get out of this bad situation either, so definitely not great here for Clausewitz. Even if can place it, of course. That was definitely not good. In this case, it's lucky Angry Dutchman does not pursue. That is ridiculously in fact, we even got to push in the center now going through the gun. E-74-2 occupying the building here right next to Angry Dutchman's base. A rather sneaky maneuver here for Clausewitz. Maybe he's using the Panzer IV's bait then, or just realizing he uses his bait. It's a bit tough to say there, but at least one range being thrown to work here with the arrival of the T-34s from 6. Machine's about to get destroyed. He's not realizing it. He's not reacting in time. It's going to go down. It's going to be a huge blow here to Clausewitz. Machine gun is gone. That's a big win there for Angry Dutchman. He might be able to take out the T-70 here. Almost got the field gun main gun out there. If he got the T-34 moving in there. Field gun cleared out. Gunner's been shot to bits. Almost got Panzerfaust ready, but he's being shot to bits. And he can't get it off in its retreat here. Oh, so close, yet so far. And I think there's a good chance they're going to get wiped here. Panzer IV dying repairs. Can't go for the second Panzer IV mod yet, and there go, no one on the way. Southern Point being seized here. And this squad close being wiped out here. So yeah, they're not being a bit more cost for Clausewitz than they actually got anything out. That was definitely some good moves there by Angry Dutchman. Panzer IV mod yeah, though is almost good to go again. Clausewitz into one. Southern Point's being seized here. Conscripts, machine guns being hauled centrewards. T-Fed forming to back up this socialist front against fascism. Back here, troop reinforcing healing. Back here, troop reinforcing healing as well. And there you go, Panzer being caught in with the T-34 from 6. That needs to be an immediate retreat there. Otherwise, they're going to get, crashed. As we just saw, half the squad there got turned into, well, sauerkraut.
The enemy is attempting to
But when you catch the cops out, no great hits, though, the machine gun and the main gun. Second Panzer IV mod J, they're ready for Clausewitz.
We have a new Panzer IV.
There we go. Panzerkampf Fiaspring Jod ready. Got the pointy for the Grenadier. Still feel like more Panzers would be great. At least some assault grenadiers for Clausewitz. I mean, even late game, they can do a great with the veteran Scorpion, which gives them a bit more firepower numbers. So that could be helpful. Grenadiers moving up, backed up by the mortar. 4 kills on that one. Panzer IV heading off northwards. T-34 backing up, baiting into the Dishka. Very good. Then Panzer IV is not entirely sure what he's doing with it there, but they're going catching the T-70. Good hit, getting veterans 1 there. Field gun on his way to open up that return. Panzer from the north, they're catching a transport there. Transport there close being wiped out here by Clausewitz. North East conscripts being slaughtered by the Panzer IV. Unable to assist its firepower. Other Panzer IV that has to back off here. Clausewitz 2 though, getting an extra bonus, which is going to be, of course, absolutely amazing. He's also gone for tier 4, so possibly planning for the Tiger Race. Not a fan of that one. I think you should just keep popping out more Panzer IV mod gaze. Honestly, I think just more Panzer IV mod gaze is honestly a lot better than a Tiger Ace. Like, you know, you could probably get, 2 more, which would honestly be, much better than a Tiger Ace, and quite frankly also cheaper. So yeah, I mean 4 Panzer IV mod gaze would probably be too much for anything I can deal with. Of course, he's meanwhile building up a large force of T-34 76s. Good hit it from the Panzer IV on the T-34 76. Shot fired. Another hit there as well. Shot bounced. Going for the southern victory point, moving the Panzer IV with that. We got the Dutchman 4, turning 5 from the Panzer IV. There you go. Quick retreating both engineer squads. They have no intention of exploring that one. From the northern victory point, we got 341 to 336. Pretty close in terms of victory point between these two. Gunnies in the center being caught here by the Dishka machine gun, getting suppressed and routed in a storm of socialist fire. Up north, they can't get out of the Panzer Gunnies. The Panzer IV certainly not, dissuading them further from retreating. In the south here, Panzer IV pushing back the Conscript squads. T-34 number 2 ready here for Angry Dutchman. Reinforcement healing. Mortar firing down here around the centre from Clausewitz. Got veterans on that one. Half HP to 2. Then he's catching the field gun there, hosing down the crew. Need to treat this going to be soon, I think. Panzer IV being moved in. Shot 5, bounce off the T-34. Oh, that's fairly lucky there for Angry Dutchman. Panzer hit, Gunnies are Panzer Fausting it. But also had a good chance of losing the Gunnies, to be honest, which would not quite be worth it. Panzer disengaging, and the south remains there, passive. Be careful about that. Rifle grenade fire in the centre, get some good hits in there. Panzer fine moving there in the south. Definitely need to be careful not to get too passive with them. Back hit reinforcing healing, but at the same time, there's clearly no strategy going on here with the Panzer Force. Like, he's using the edges, forcing Angry Dutchman to, shift his main focus elsewhere on the map to deal with the Panzer Force, which opens up there. So there's clearly something going on. It's not just like he's just meandering about with them that much, but he definitely needs to work a bit more on his Panzer IV handling. But there's clearly a strategy going on there with the Panzer IVs, using them in part as bait to draw away Angry Dutchman from the centre. But at the same time, you need to be careful, like, you know, be too passive with the mile weight, just waiting too long on the sides. Perhaps use the Panzer IV to... Oh, yeah. Again, that's how says one of the risks there. Again, he just risked then falling into a strong point and getting destroyed like that without any way to disengage. So, definitely needs to be careful here about those sort of things. That was definitely a bad call by Clausewitz. But he can soon go for another one. And definitely needs another one. And he really should in some way in trying to deal with this field. There you go. Gunny's catching the field through here, hosting them down the light machine gun fire here. We got 329 to 304. T-34 disengaging. Got 13 kills, half H-52. Meanwhile, the Panzer Molgate is ever slowly approaching the east level. T-7 the point up north, least assisting the conscripts. Another Panzer IV model yellow red for Clausewitz, which does beg the question, why did he go for Tier 4 almost, but then again, like, you know, maybe he's planning to use it for the cheaper reinforcement costs, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe the Panzerwerfer. While we're throwing in Dutchman, I've got 3 field guns out, which again, you know, get out some, oh, he's lost the Panzers too, but you know, get out some assault grenadiers or Panzer grenadiers, use the mortar smoke, and then rush in, you know, would be my suggestion there. Maybe sneak in a half track as well. But anyway, it's constantly being hammered here with the grenadiers. Field gun moving up. Panzer IV model gate almost down there for Clausewitz. Going to need to be careful around the T-34-76 there. Great hit from the field gun, the Panzer IV there. Gunny's being suppressed by the Dishka. Far up north, they're going to need the conscript and heavy cover. The gunny's going to have a hard time with the light machine gun dealing with these dark insert infantrymen. Second Panzer IV, they're ready for Clausewitz and for Deutschland. T-34 northwards, could deal with those guns easily and sweep them away.
The enemy is taking our territory.
There we go, being engaged. Another T-34 with the angry Dutchman. Panzer IV model moving up here. Shoots and misses. Shot bounced. T-34 shot did not bounce. That's lucky for angry like Dutchman there. And then the reverse happened. In the centre here, Panzer IV holding off the Soviets from advancing much further. T-34 down to half field. There you go, ramming the Panzer IV. Rocket strafe called in. Can he get the Panzer IV out of there? Somehow, just narrowly about avoided the worst of it in the aircraft. Did he get shot down as well? It just looked like it. Briefly, so got the T-34 without losing the Panzer. Well, that was really lucky there for Clausewitz. Really lucky. That said, he's losing control of the centre here. 2 angry Dutchmen, the Red Army. Need to fix up that mentioned before. Baggage reinforcing healing. And you have to get up some Sturmgeschütze to help deal with all this socialist armour. Guess it wouldn't be a half bad idea. Panzer IV moving ahead here for Deutschland. Fix up the Panzer IV there. Panzer IV shoots and misses the T-34 from the 6 here. That's a bit embarrassing. In the south here, T-34 taking down these, pushing them back with ease. Angry Dutchman looking to be in a pretty good position now. He's got 3 field guns, which is definitely a headache there. Clausewitz has got a lot of manpower, but it's not investing it into anything. Nothing at all. And for northwards. Time for crushing to the conscript. Veterans 1 gained. Good hits.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Shots fired. T-34 rolling up in the south. Going 75 from the T-34 from 6. Time for striking here. Looks like a counterattack underway here from Clausewitz. Or not. No, the T-34 just acting as a spot now for all the support weapons. Not a bad idea there by Angry Dutchman. 2 thumbs up. Clausewitz seems to hesitate. He's also putting a lot on manpower. Now 800. Not calling an assault in these or Panthers or whatnot. Even another mortar here. Definitely feels like a mistake there by Clausewitz. Definitely feels like a mistake. We got 194 to 283. Angry Dutchman looks to be in a supremely strong position right now versus Clausewitz. Close to the ace on that Panzer 4 and increased rate of vulnerability. 17 kills, set incredibly close there. Just a bit more damage. Shot bounced off. There we go. Ace level on the Panzer 4. Increased speed. Increased rate of fire, more importantly. He's in a bit of an awkward spot here to quickly, gently up north. Panzer 4 fixed up. Still floating a lot of manpower. Floating a lot of manpower. Not calling in any troops there at least. Definitely feels like a mistake there. 161 versus 283. Mortar also got wiped out. Making things further since he could at least be used to say smoke out the field guns. Allow for a push there. Okay, looks like he's doing it. Let's click. Charging with the Panzer 4's double blitz there. 2 thumbs up. Conscripts, they can't even get a time there. Getting squished by the sheer speed of the Panzer 4. Problem is, there's more T-5 than the field guns, and the infantry's just not assault infantry can't be used to quickly clear out the field guns either. Rapidly enough, unfortunately. Ace Panzer 4 then knocked out. Other Panzer getting through the boost both to the T-34. An entire thing falls apart. Again, he just spent some manpower to produce more infantry, making more support for this. I think this could actually work out for Clausewitz. But by now, he's calling into assault infantry, but like, it's, I think, simply too late. So, yeah. Still, I like the spirit there, I like the spirit, and again, with more infantry support of the mortar working, I think you could actually pull it off. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, and tell friends, tell family, don't channel these. This is from Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.